Sorry about the no lights, guys. This is what it usually looks like, but my eyes are fucking killing me from yesterday's pile-on show. So, I mean, technically I could raise the ISO of the camera, but I want you guys to know how I'm feeling just by looking at me. Like, oh, Sal, you look a little dark today. Like, yeah, man, my eyes. Oh. What's up, Jem? Arthur. Great show. I tried. APOC, what's up, buddy? Actually, you know what? I'm really glad I did that episode. Because now, when people are like, man, what should I buy? I'm just going to link them that and then be like, if you have any other questions, like, reach out. I ranted about a few things I should have left alone. Like the internet thing. I felt like a fucking idiot just going on about it. The overlay was a clear bait. There was a couple that I was like, I just really wanted to stress like how important it is if you're like a mid-tier streamer to like choose your residence based on internet. Like it's the only thing that fucks you. It's the only thing that can happen to take your livelihood away. Like there's so much control in your hands except for that. So I tried to make like express why it's so important that you choose of either a service that you can or a residence that you need. Oh, that dig at MCAN was fucking amazing. Jesus. If you open up M. Canning's mic, you'll find a little can of Campbell's soup. And attached to that, a little string that runs down the fucking shaft and into the front. Dude, that's such a good bit. Oh my good god. Well, small towns have one more advantage, too. Because, like, I was talking about how nodes can be oversold. Small towns don't have a lot of people. So, like, even if you just have a solid cable connection, you can actually get good internet there. Why? Because you don't have enough people leeching off the main network. You know? Like, I remember the day it happened. Like, I'd been using Kojiko's cable to stream on for, like, a year and a half, and it never dropped a frame. Then they upgraded everyone's internet. And literally the next day, I dropped every frame I wanted to send for like a month and a half. Because people started using that connection and just completely ruined it. Like, what's the solution when you live in Australia? Move. If you're like a streamer who does it for a living, move. Or, like, find a place with fiber optic. Like, leave country or find a really good city with brand new internet with fiber lines. Like, Daniel got one where he just literally, they literally were rolling out the internet to the townhouse, and it's pretty good for him now. But, like I said, like, these ISPs are some of the scummiest companies on planet Earth. They don't care about you, and they never will. And they will take your money and they'll never fix your problems because they just don't give a shit. And they will watch your shit burn and they don't care. Tough shit is what they'll tell you. So, you know, you want to move into a problem-free environment if it's possible. Because if you need to go through an ISP to fix your problems, they won't do it. If they fix it, you've gotten absolutely lucky. Like, you're one of the few. You're an exception. And it happens. It happened here. When we were doing the last marathon, there was an exposed wire outside for the DSL. And we were dropping frames whenever it rained. And they came in. And actually, the tech was told not to fix anything. And he fixed it anyway. Because they wanted because we are going through Tech Savvy, which is a third-party ISP, and Bell doesn't want to fix anything unless they don't want to fix anything, period, unless you're a Bell customer. So that guy was a legend, and he made sure we were good. But yeah. Now it's perfect. I drop frames every once in a while, but right now it makes sense because there's so much memes. You were a technician for an ISP. I made sure to be very clear in that podcast. Like, I feel bad for the level 1 techs. I feel bad for the level 1 techs because they want to help you. They do, and they try to, but then when you get escalated, they at least the company I was with before, they forget who you are. They forget all your problems and they make you start over. It's actually like a very consistent, very regular, and very predictable experience. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It's so frustrating. Cause if I did that in my job, I'd be fired and no one would watch my stream. So the person who fixed the problems? Yeah. I feel bad for them too, cause the one guy came to my door once and he was like, man, one of the biggest problems is that people are you get called in and they're like, man, my Wi-Fi is slow. And it turns out that they're trying to get gigabit speeds with their fucking iPad, which only supports 2510, And it's so many of these calls are people like that. It's hard to take people seriously until you show up. Yeah, but cable is just a really bad type of technology for streaming on. And the solution for the ISPs is very expensive if you're having a problem with it. It's basically upgrade the node, which is expensive as fuck, and they won't fix it. Even though it's their fault, they oversold it and are offering too much speed for an area that can't actually handle it. They're more willing to just let a few people who need upload tank and let everyone else watch their porn. Anyway. There was a very brutal period in my life where I was focused on that literally 24/7. It's not fun. How is it fiber? Oh, because you get a direct line to server. That's why. Fiber lines can't be oversold for the same reason DSL lines can't really be oversold. The only times you ever get problems with that is actually when they do, when the servers themselves at the ISP's headquarters has their own shit going on, or you have a bad hop on the way or something like that. Yeah, it's stuff like that. Like I said, I tried to make it very clear, don't get mad at your level 1 techs. In fact, my first piece of advice, whenever I'm telling anybody who's got to work on internet problems, is never start yelling. Do not lose your cool, because that is the fastest way to never get anything you want. Right? It's not their fault that the company that they work for doesn't want to help you. It's not their fault. This is not. So blaming them is fucking stupid. And it's so easy to lose your goddamn cool, dude. So easy to lose your cool. Especially when they like ask you to run through the basics, like, oh my god. When you've like called for the 4th time in the row and they're like, can you run a speed test on speedtest.net, please? And I'm like, listen, if you fucking ask me to do that one more time, okay, I'm gonna take this modem and I'm gonna break it over my goddamn skull. Okay? Did I say I have a podcast now? No. Me and Jason are gonna do one. But it's gonna take... I gotta be finished the meme. The apartment. Actually, he's in a good position to win this game. That Raven was super clutch. I'm very sad right now. But yes, I do want to do a podcast. We don't exactly know what it'll be about yet either. We don't know if Starcraft related, gaming related, tech related. He's gonna go for it. Yeah, it might not even have like a dedicated topic. Like, could be anything. I still have all the Vikings. So, well, on my own podcast, I want to do tech reviews and stuff. That's why I really want to get a secondary, like a really good second hand cam. So if we do product shots, they'll look good as well. That's the dream. I want to have. I'm doing that as soon as the, apartment's done and Corona memes blow over. My cam is underexposed, by the way. Oh, all the lights are off. I have the exposure turned down because it makes a better picture. Click. How about he blew it up? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I gotta put it on low graphics. Jesus. Yeah, for SC2, I don't recommend anything over 24.5. Because it's too hard to see like the minimap and stuff. Yeah, I'm all about the excuses, dude. As you could tell from my episode on the Pylon show, I really don't like to work hard or own up to my mistakes or anything. So, it's very consistent with my character. God, just leave. I guess, you know what? He could still win. He could still win. I could make a mistake. I could make a mistake. It's unlikely. And the mistake would have to be pretty catastrophic. But, like, I could. I guess. Ah. 2 GGs, 1 game. I don't want to give him too much shit, but seriously.